I'll be reacting to Shaman King 2021, episode 49, and I will be starting off my reaction in 1-0, go. Hell yeah. I'm pumped up for this throwdown. And this is what I like about Ren. He never likes anyone to ever hold back against him. He always wants to take someone at their full. Oh! And the question is, will they have enough to heal? Oh! How? Okay, I mean, that's pretty fucking badass. And it's to be expected when it comes to the opponents he's up against. It's so adorable the way Yo says that. I mean, considering the shit they've been going through and how many times they've experienced death, at least some of them, I can see why they wouldn't be scared. Yo, the animation actually looks well done. Oh, damn. Yo, no, that's how you start episode. That's how you fucking do it right there. Good. At the very least, if they get through this patch try member, at least it looks like the dude's gonna be really damn competent. Which, you know what? I dig. Because honestly, the path to getting to how should not be easy at all. It should be difficult, tough. Because the last year was making it seem like it's so fucking easy. Thankfully, though, this episode is handling things differently. Already seems like a good sign. I just hope for the sake of a narrative consistency, this fight lasts for at least 9 to 10 minutes. I'm not even asking for a full episode at this point. I'm not even being greedy being like that. Hopefully it's 9 to 10 minutes and not like a 3 or 4 minute fight, because if it's 3 or 4 minutes, that's going to be hella fucking rushed. Considering who our boys are up against, it'd be rushed. But then at the same time, they can't make it last long because you need the battle against Hao to at least be a full episode long. So it's not like they can rush either. I mean, honestly, either way, the writers in this series are fucked. Because this 49, so there's... Yeah, because after this will be like just 3 episodes. Aw, Punch is so fucking adorable! And I like this because now the get out of jail free card of Resurrection, it is fucking gone. So this has a lot of stakes now. I love the way he's singing. Oh. That's actually nice. Getting to see how he actually found a way of countering the songs that some of the other Pack Shot members have been doing in the previous episode. That's fucking beastly. And I like how the song has meaning too. Because it puts meaning to like the place that Anna wants to open up by having our boy Faust actually sing the song. What? I don't know what. Yo, this song's actually pretty memorable. Spring for yo. It's a shame though that they're really settling these fights with like broad streets and flashing lights. They can't even utilize still shots anymore. I guess Studio Bridge literally spent all their money on they spent all their money on Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's last episode to make it look beautiful, and they spent more rest of the money on Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Rush episode 1. Oh wait, hopefully it means they have a way of running. Oh, okay. Oh, that's damn sweet. Okay, I like that effect where he steps into the water. You see the water move when he thrusts towards Yo. Really? Another blaster with the flash? You would think the Studio Bridge would try harder considering this is like the last arc of the series. I mean, they went all out for Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's last arc, for fuck's sake. I'm kind of... It's like, what the fuck? And this is how he loses? Don't tell me this is how this guy loses. Oh, okay. I mean, okay. At least he has some trick left. Ah, I'm gonna admit that's actually a sweet and warm scene there. I mean, hey, it's not his fault though. But seriously, that's how they end the fight against Radium? Radium went down like a bona fide bitch. Like seriously, he did. What? What the fuck? So they take that Radium by having like fucking multiple screens of black with flashing lights, stills. And considering Radium had more build up than some of the other past drive members, this is how it's taken down? What the fuck? And for those who are wondering, even though yes, Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's its finale was animated, it was poorly written. So this is even like it's gonna end up worse than Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's because at least Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's had great visuals, even though the script was shit tier. Here it's looking like it's gonna be a clusterfucked rush ending and bad visuals. It won't even have the benefit of looking pretty like Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's did. Oh, okay. Okay, I'm thinking this actually. If they can at the very least redeem the whole thing by making the ones the Sodium and her brother look nice, or at the very least make them interesting, this could make up for this episode fucking up by making Radium bitch the fuck out like a bona fide scrub. This can make up for it. That thing looks like a fucking mecha. I like it though. Whoa, okay. The Golem's actually living up to the hype now. Oh, no, I don't want to see Serum die. Can Serum move, though? She looks knocked the fuck out. What the fuck? Wow. Okay, let's go with the nihilistic perspective from Hal there. Ah. Oh, wait. So that means the mother was inside the Golem this whole time? Yo, that's like a Neon Genesis Evangelion type of stuff right there. Because that's similar to like the Eva units where they would put the mother's souls instead of the Evas. No, seriously, yeah, that's okay. Yeah, that's a. Even like the howling sounds similar to the howling that you would get from Shinji's mother whenever Shinji's Evam 01 goes out of control. It sounds similar too. boy. Oh, looks like they saved the budget for the goal. Okay. And honestly, that's some ninja determination from Stadium and the boys' month. Oh no, that is cruel. What the fuck? What a sick bastard. Damn! Oh shit! How? Alright. The episode's good again. All it took is just how kicking a loads of ass, and I'm like, okay. Okay, I mean, I guess I see what you did there, Studio Bridge. Do you simp for your boy again? Which, hey, you know what? I ain't gonna blame you. Seriously, I don't even care about these battles against the trap members anymore. I mean, the patch trap members. You can obviously tell Studio Bridge isn't putting effort into it. The writers aren't putting an effort into these fights. Can they just go back to like fucking How or something else much more interesting than this shit? Wait! Did that member just get bitched the fuck out off screen? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I mean, they would have died against the enemy, though. That's the thing. I mean, in a way, this is kind of nice. It adds a little bit more uniqueness where you see some of the patch officiants have their different set of personalities. Oh! Oh, shit. I thought for a second that could have been an AutoZone. I would have been a little bit scared there for a second. For our boy. Huh. All right. Huh. At least now we know that Sati was collecting the spirits then before all this shit went down. Like I showed you how far ahead of the curve she was. Damn! Yo! That's how you know you're a fucking chat when you give your fucking enemy a fucking weapon. I don't know, but if you lose your life, wouldn't that be one of the moments where you lose? I mean, some hope though. Oh, okay. Hmm. Yeah, exactly. Saturn was way too young to die, if you ask me. Maybe Grave didn't need a Great Spirit's help. And I'm guessing the Spirit of Fire is going to be overpowered to shit unless And you know what? That's a damn positive perspective there. And that's why I like Yo as a character. Even if he could, would he be able to make a difference, though? I like that they instantly know their place and they're scared of pissing off Anna. That's so fucking cute. You can tell by how they're talking a lot more nicely than usual. It would have been nice to actually get to see that conversation between Monta and his father on screen, though. I mean, they've built it up even since the earlier episodes of the series that Monta and his father's relationship was absolutely strained. So this series went further in breaking Monta's character. Monta's pretty much a gag at this point. Why am I not surprised? They made him out to be something in the earlier episodes. Now he's just a nothing. Couldn't even give him a moment like that between him and his father. I would have loved to have at least seen the conversation. So they couldn't show us that, but they showed us the fucking wedding proposal a few episodes ago. Bravo, Studio Bridge. Bravo fucking low. No, I'm being sarcastic. Ooh, are we gonna see Princess Howell here? I'm gonna hype for this. And I could see why she'd be praising Howell's looks. I mean, aw, I love the amount of comments she's got on her boy there. And those just smiles looking adorable. I mean, Mars had at least a good amount to do, though, to his credit. How is he the most dangerous here? He's the guy that's probably in the most danger of dying. Yeah, there's a fucking injured. Could he even do a pillow fight? Oh, man, I fucking love this dude. I love how Bunch is so fucking adorable when Jesus like. And you know, I love how okay, even though How can be a fucking savage, I like how polite he is simultaneously too. Because you wouldn't expect that from such a savage to be polite like that. But oh, I wonder if there's any significance behind the animation. Oh, I thought for a second something was gonna happen. But all right, here's what I think about this episode. There were positives and there were negatives. So here's what I'm gonna rate this episode. If I had to rate this episode on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being abysmal, 5 being average, and 10 being exceptional, here's where I'm gonna rate this episode. Even though I absolutely loathe the fact that today, when it comes to how Rabin was taken down, I mean, y'all gotta admit, the way that the dude was taken down, he was taken down like a fucking bitch. And I liked the dude. I wasn't even a hit. I was like, oh, okay, this guy's kind of cool. The dude went down like he was a nobody. So that was one of the damning downsides in this episode. So even though, yes, the way he went down was fucking terrible and his fight was god-awful looking, let's just be real. Come on now. Screen's all black with flashing lights. Like, what, Studio Bridge can't even... Okay, now it's back. They can't even afford stills anymore? Man, I guess they must have run out of money. No, I know what they use their money for. They use their money on motherfucking Yu-Gi-Oh! That's what they use their money for. Hey, I wouldn't mind seeing Yo and his brother reminisce a little bit. And this is a nice contrast too, especially considering all the tension they went through. Well, the thing in life is it doesn't give you the luxury of doing what you want 24/7 though. Yeah, Yo's talking as if he has a death flag on top of his head with the way he be talking. Oh. Well, yeah, shit. I'd be surprised if if they're able to get through Hal with everyone. Huh. Okay, I love that perspective there. There's no way he's gonna say no to that. I love how Roman has little jokes there. No, not even Yo would have been that crazy to take on Al by himself. All right, now this is how you end off an episode. Oh man, I fucking like Aleem. He's cool. It's a shame they have to fight against him though. He has a cool personality. Yeah, I'm sure he's dressed up to kick some ass. Ooh boy. Oh boy. And the music sounds nice too. Yeah, all right, oh boy looks fucking bloodlusted. Damn, Kalim's he's taking this attack like a fucking champ. It is a shame that again, you would think they would have shown out even for the post credits, but they're not doing that. Oh boy. Okay, now that looks promising. I wouldn't mind getting to see more about Hiroto's past. I ain't gonna lie. Now, in saying that, here's what I'm gonna rate this episode in particular. Now, if I were to rate this episode in particular on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being abysmal, 5 being average, 10 being exceptional, I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 10. Here's why I'm gonna give it an average rating despite this episode doing things that pissed me off. For one, seeing Hal in the Prince's outfit in an actual episode. Oh man, that was hilarious. But despite the fighting looking like dog shit in the first bit of the episode, and then also again in the second bit of the episode too, when you have Kalim fighting Naruto, even though it looked fucking disgraceful. What the episode did do well was, whoo boy, making Hal into like an antagonist. You want to root against. I mean, I was already rooting against the dude. But what he does to him, I'm like, damn, that is just taking shit to the extreme. And I love that because with how you never know what he's going to do in the series, and with the way he just savagely just killed the kids and destroyed the golem. Oh, well, technically it was one of the patch members that destroyed the golem, but for him to like still be the one to pull the trigger against the kids, I'm like, yo. But simultaneously, this adds more emotion going into the climactic finale because now it's like, yeah, it really feels like it's angling towards a series finale when now that you've got bodies dropping, even the bodies of fucking children in this series, it's like, holy fuck! Like this series, like it's sparing like no one right now, and I like that. It adds stakes, it adds gravity. Yes, it's hampered by the fact that again, the Patreon members are going down like bitches. They are. Let's just call it how it is. You have the guy at the first bit of the episode going down almost instantaneously, which is a damn shame. And then they're not even giving Kaleem his treatment either. I mean, they're literally giving him the type of animation quality Kaleem's getting is the type of animation quality you'd expect from one of those low budget isekai anime where you have a fodder enemy taken down. That's not the type of animation you would expect when you have the main characters taking on a substantial threat. Like that's not the quality you would expect or want, like at all. So even though yes, they have that weighing down on it, the episodes still have positives to your credit. And something I will also compliment this episode on, despite the downsides, is just the fact that at the very least, not only to do all this, I love the comedic value of the episode because even though there was some sad moments, I liked that bit where Kaleem was just randomly all gung-ho about letting his enemies rest. I'm like, okay, talk about an absolute gentleman there. So there were things in this episode that shined brightly from a narrative standpoint. And from a character standpoint, I liked it too because here's why. From a character standpoint, you get characterization for Kaleem. You see that he's honorable, just given the fact that he allowed his opposition time to actually rest. Not that was actually kind of cool. It makes him more unique than your typical Shaman King antagonist. And it's something I'm liking about this episode too. I'm liking the fact that this episode is also doing a damn good job of giving Hal some characterizations, showing us that he's such a confident Chad that this dude is going as far as pretty much enabling Yo's group and in a roundabout way powering up Lister. I'm like, bro, how much of a badass you gotta be to do that? And I even love how this episode explained further the mechanics of becoming a Shaman King too, where you gotta pretty much, after you have the right of being a Shaman King, you gotta pretty much sleep towards your death. And I like that. It makes the world of Shaman King feel a bit more fascinating. I love how they gave characterization for Sadem, revealing the fact that yeah, she's been able to talk all this time, but due to the fact that the golem is their mother, that's what prevented her from talking. And hell, it wouldn't nerve anyone. So I kind of like that too, how in a roundabout way it shows us why Sadem was traumatized throughout the series. Like honestly, there was a lot of great character moments in this episode. Or when Hiroto got pissed when a certain name was used on him. Like bits like that really were like, okay. Made the episode a bit more memorable here in a good way. And I even love how you see Anna become a bit more gentler too. I'd say the only downside from a character standpoint is that we didn't get to see Manta speak with his father because again, the series has established quite a while that his father is a douche. I would have loved to have seen that conversation. But no, this series, like, I don't know, we'll just exposition dump what happened instead of doing the work and making it feel like Manta and his father being on good terms has been earned because that shit was not earned. It was the writing staff being lazy. But, yeah, those are the downsides that keep this episode from being at least a 6 out of 10. Had it not been rushed, then I'll be like, all right, this episode would have been a 6 out of 10 for above average if it wasn't rushed. But sadly, it wasn't. You already know my thoughts on the animation quality. It was dog shit, except for the bits where you have the golem doing its attack or how doing its cool as shit. It wasn't well animated. Artwork was on model. Voice acting was amazing. And the music utilized was well done. So that's what overall this episode had enough positives where I was like, you know what, I'll at least give it an average rating of a 5 out of 10. Because that's exactly in like the average score. It's exactly in the middle. Doesn't do enough to get anything above that, but simultaneously, it does enough just right to not score below average either. It's exactly in the middle. But anyways, y'all, these are my thoughts on the episode. I would really love to hear your thoughts on how I feel about my reaction or the episode itself in the comment section below. Yeah, it has amazing voice acting and music Ghost Tab, but the thing is, though, this series has bad animation quality due to the fact that it got the original voice cast back, because we could have had Studio Mappa Ghost Tab if the mangaka would have chosen this series to have its voice actors recasted, or a better studio, because that's literally the main reason why we have Bridge as an animation studio, because the mangaka was dead set on having the original voice cast from the original series. And I heard the Shaman King manga sucked, Ghost Tab, so I'm not expecting anything good from the Shaman King sequel. Because I remember on my anime list, when I was looking up the profile name of the mangaka, people in my anime were saying that in the comments that the mangaka should stop making Shaman King manga sequels. So it doesn't even seem like the Shaman King manga is well written. Well, the sequels. People like the Shaman King manga, but it doesn't seem like the sequels for the Shaman King manga are well received. Anyways. No, the sequel. Because I hear the original manga I heard is good. It's the sequel that people bash on. But still, though, I hope they do a sequel, because I wouldn't mind seeing more of the series. Maybe Studio Bridge can fix... I was about to say maybe Studio Bridge can fix the issues of the sequel manga. Well, no, the president of MAPPA said he would have liked to have done Shaman King. But the thing is, since the mangaka wanted the original voice cast, a lot of studios that would have been willing to do Shaman King wouldn't do Shaman King, because the voice cast demand a lot more money than, say, voice casting newer actors. So that would have meant that there was less money for the animation, more money towards the voice cast. But yeah, it was pretty much Shaman King had sacrificed good visuals for amazing voice cast, pretty much. Which I think this series would have been better served recasting everyone, just getting new actors, but with better animation quality. Because right now, people look at Shaman King 2021's anime adaptation as a joke. They do. At work, I literally know a Shaman King fan that looks at this series as a joke. I have a friend who watched the original Shaman King series, and he looks at the series as a joke. So right now, this series is like... I like her voice actress, but yeah, I could see people thinking that Anna does sound a little bit too old. But I think she fits pretty well. But I could see people not liking her, though. I can see that. For sure. Like, I'm not going to fault people for not being all gung-ho about her actress. But I think her actress does a great job, though. I like that gravitas to her voice whenever she gets pissed. I mean, it puts a smile to my face. But again, I could see why people wouldn't be gung-ho about that. But yeah, when it comes to the animation faults, we can pretty much blame the mangaka for it when it comes to the animation faults, for his decision of wanting the amazing voice cast instead of just wanting an anime adaptation that would have allowed the anime to be produced earlier, but it would have had a higher production budget. So, yes, Studio Bridge does deserve to blame Ghost Tab, because Studio Bridge is sucking off Yu-Gi-Oh right now. They're sucking off Yu-Gi-Oh because Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's last few episodes looked great. And its Yu-Gi-Oh! Gold Rush it looked good. They literally Ghost Tab. They're putting their passion into Yu-Gi-Oh! Right now. Studio Bridge, so... Yes, Studio Bridge does deserve a lion's share of the blame. I'd say Studio Bridge deserves 75% of the blame, while the mangaka for the series deserves 25% of the blame. If we're like spraying around blame, I'd say that's how it should go. Because It's like, holy shit. Like, don't get me wrong. There were things I enjoyed about this episode, but still though. Um they're treating this last arc really badly. Like, you would think this series would want to end up on a high note, but with the way it's going, it's ending up on a low fucking note. And it's a damn shame too, because had this series at least been able to land its final arc, I'd be like, all right, I can look at this positively. I can't even do that anymore. I mean, shit's twisted where in the final arc, some of the best episodes are just average at best. And those are the best episodes of this arc. Woo, boy. A damn shame, too. But yeah, regardless of the fact. Yeah, I agree, Ghost Stuff. There's no excuse for the animation to be this bad because one of the middle arcs in the series look good. There's really no excuses at all. But sadly, that's how it is, Ghost Tab. But anyways, we can only hope that they at least do the last 3 episodes well done. I mean, I'll cross my fingers and hope for the best. Hopefully. But yeah, I agree with you though. There's no excuse for this last arc to be looking this bad, especially considering some of the previous arcs look better in this series, Ghost Step. Like, there's no, like, literally, this series, like, literally, Ghost Step, anyone that had any patience left for this series, their patience is fucking dead. Like, literally, at least most of the Shaman King fans have either sworn off this series or they look at the series as a joke. Like, literally, every Shaman King fan that has, almost every Shaman King fan that's watching this is hoping that this series ends. It's going in that bad, Ghost, that where almost every Shaman King just wants this series to end already. I'm like, damn. That's how you know you fucked up in the anime adaptation. Like, that's how fucked up it is. But regardless of the fact, I can only hope that. And I'm checking. JC Staff will probably do a better job in this series, Ghost Staff, because at least JC Staff did Eden. They did Eden 0, and that actually looked good. Studio Bridge hasn't made a series that's looked good from start to finish yet that I've seen recently. Because even though Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's looked good in its final arc, it still had animation issues. It's just its issues were not as bad as Shaman King 2021's issues. Like, you can tell in Yu-Gi-Oh! They're trying. But difference there is they're trying, but they don't have the talent to pull it off in most instances. Shaman King, aside from Studio Bridge not trying, they don't even have the talents on Shaman King. So they're like, that's how bad it is. JC Staff looks like fucking ufotable when you compare them to Studio Bridge. They really do. And it's this bad. Like, read some of these comments when it comes to reviews of this episode. I just barely finished reacting to the episode, Ghost Step, but look at how bad this is. Like, literally, look at that. That's how bad is the reception. Like, fans want this anime to end already. I'm like, damn. Like, that's how much the series has fallen. Ghost Tab. True. But true. Literally, some of the comments, though, Ghost Town, on my list, you have some people posting their thoughts. They're saying, thank God, only 3 episodes left. As well in the comments. Another comment's like, how are they going to complete this in just 3 episodes? It's going to be so rushed. I'm like, yeah, pretty much people are rooting for this thing to end already, Ghost Tab. And it's not just this episode. It's same for the other episodes. Like, people just, like, ever since they hit this final arc, Ghost Tab, people have been wanting this thing to end already. That's how much the goodwill, like pretty much any small amount of goodwill this series had, Ghost Tab, it's dead. It's fucking dead at this point. Which is sad because, again, this series had a semi-entertaining start, but that's how much Shaman King 2021 has fallen. It has fallen that fucking low going this deep into the series. And I don't blame fans at all. I don't blame them one bit. Shaman King fans deserve better than this shit. No, they're not going to do a movie Ghost Tap because that'd be too expensive. And Netflix doesn't do movies so that often. So we're going to get it ended in episodes. So we're not getting a movie at all. Because that's not how Netflix operates. They operate off of just doing episodes. Because it's more revenue for them. And that's too much money for Netflix. They don't want to pay money for this shit. They don't. It's Netflix. Netflix pays for like cheap-ass productions usually when it comes to anime. You rarely see them indulge in giving something a high budget. And I know because I've been keeping up with all the anime lately. Yeah, that's true. And now even the same fans are pissed. And again, I don't blame the fans at all for being pissed. Shit, true. True. And that's what I'm saying. The fans deserve better because they allowed this series to be revived. They did. But unfortunately, the fans got one of the worst adaptations I've seen for an anime. I mean, holy cow. I don't even know how he can drop the ball this much. But anyways, those are pretty much my thoughts on the episode Ghost Time, everyone else, because if I don't do this, then I'm going to be late for my Madoka reaction because I got to do Shenmue. And then I've only got 15 minutes to get ready for work, and then I got to go for Madoka. I don't want to push back my reaction to Madoka season 3, episode 1, just for Shaman King. I'm not doing that. Hell no. So yeah, I'm gonna end off on that note. There are things I enjoyed about this episode, but at this point, I have no expectation for the last 3 episodes at all. Nah, it's all good. I actually want to talk about all this shit anyway. And my disappointments about Shaman King 2021. Because it's like, even though, yeah, there are bits I enjoyed about this episode, this series is showing more cracks in its armor week by week. But hey, we can only hope episode 50 is better. But anyways, thank you, Ghost Staff, for commenting. Thank you, everyone else, for watching my video. And I hope you all have a fun, great, safe, and fantastic day, everyone. Bye-bye.